bounce back from a road defeat last time out. Louisville City looking to keep things nice and steady. They are undefeated to start the campaign at 7-0-3 and have not lost in 13 straight in all competitions. This will be a major test for this young Galaxy side, Christian.
Joe, you hit the nail on the head. The Galaxy coming off their worst loss of the campaign, 4-0 away to El Paso. They take on a Louisville City team that is the best in the league, unbeaten, the only unbeaten team in this league so far. Yes, they've been busy with the U.S. Open Cup, which we'll talk about later, but certainly a tall task, a chance for, as Johan Dame said to me, a time to reflect, a time to bounce back and show some character.
Let's take a look at the stars of these clubs. First off, for the away star in Louisville City FC.
Well, they've got a pacey attacker. There's going to be a bit of a formation shift tonight, normally playing with 4 in the back, but they're going to play with a 3-5-2. And Inik Mushagalusa is going to be one of those players that's going to provide a lot of pace. The man from the Democratic Republic of Congo has big shoes to fill as Wilson Harris is left out of a heavily rotated team in the first 11. However, Mushagalusa has come to light as of late. He's gotten in behind opposing defenders, can wreak havoc, drifting in from that left-hand side, scoring twice in the last 3 games.
And for Galaxy 2?
Well, Galaxy, and it's a familiar face coming back into the fold for the first time in 5 games. Preston Judd is recalled into the starting lineup, but it'll be Hamza Berry who's steering the ship in central midfield. He is the rudder. He'll sit in front of that back 4 and play that role of distributor, that holding midfield. He'll look to get a foot on the ball and dictate the pace and the tempo of this game.
It is Galaxy 2 at home against Louisville City FC, and it is coming up next.
What's stopping you? Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They walk just to show for you. And remember, legends never die.
Hernandez, winning goal! 19th minutes. Alvarez trying his luck at the goal! Efrain Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history. SKC, those are good games. Ball played inside, Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Landon, back to Donovan on his left foot, fires, he scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
And welcome back to Dignity Health Sports Park. A big game tonight, see the USL Championship. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for Danny Cruz and visiting Louisville City. Well, they were busy in the U.S. Open Cup, went to extra time and penalty kicks away to Detroit City, moving on to the round of 16. So a heavy rotation in effect right now. In fact, 8 changes, Leading the line will be Jorge Gonzalez. We talked about Musha Galusa, change in goal as well with Siegfried. And it's adventurous side here. We have it lined up as a 3-4-3. However, it looks more like a 3-5-2 in effect. Keep our eye on Corbin Bone. He'll sit in front of that back three and provide that shield. For the LA Galaxy, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Only 4 changes from that team that lost away to El Paso Locomotive on Saturday night. Richard Sanchez comes in for his 5th start of the season in goal. It'll be Dante Campbell replacing Owen Lamb at right fullback. Marcus Furcranis getting his first start of 2022 as Jalen Neal will drop to the bench after featuring for the senior team in the U.S. Open Cup. And up front, as I mentioned, Preston Judd recalled to the starting lineup for the first time since April 9th. He struck twice, a chance for him to become that first team selection up front as the number 9 for the Galaxy 2 tonight.
Galaxy 2 in all blue tonight, and Louisville City coming in with the white and black striped tops, that is, and the all-white bottoms. We are underway with Galaxy 2 having the ball off the kickoff, defending the goal to our right and sending long up the right side. Looking for Cameron Dunbar there. This will come back to Siegfried, who's able to play this long in the midfield over the far side. 7-0-3 is Lou City. A tough task here for the young Galaxy side here, but coming off a loss, a road loss, as you mentioned, Christian, something to prove for this young Galaxy side after having a very good home win against Phoenix.
Yeah, I talked to head coach Yohan Dame. He told me it's about getting to our identity, trying to dominate both on and off the ball. It's been really inconsistent, Joe, because if you remember just a few weeks ago, the Galaxy took it straight to Phoenix, one of the better teams in USL Championship, played their best game of the campaign, but followed up with their worst loss.
Good chance here for Louisville City as it comes into the area. Shot saved by Richard, but they score. Richard Sanchez with the save. The rebound finds the back of the net, and just like that, just into 1 minute into the game, Louisville City FC takes the 1-0 lead.
Now just a simple piece of skill right up top there. Nice cut inside. The parry comes right to the foot of Ray Serrano, the former Tacoma Defiance man. Defense a little bit lackluster as Doyle is beaten and slow to react is Cobian. First to it is Ray Serrano, who grabs his 2nd goal of the campaign. And just like that, Lou City flying on the road.
Galaxy 2 in a hole, 1-0 as we continue here early on. It'll come back to Hamza Berry. Cobian on the near side, back into Berry. He's got 4 defenders around him as the press goes high here for Lou City. Back it goes to Doyle. Richard Sanchez once again, he'll play into midfield. That spill by Sanchez, though, also part of the problem, even though Cobian could not find it off the rebound.
Absolutely, Joe. Did a good job of getting down quickly, so difficult. That parry straight forward, you want to push that out wide to the left-hand side, and perfectly positioned is Serrano. To his credit, you know, starting positions mean so much in this game. Serrano, the first to react and capitalizes.
Here's Salazar trying to get to this one. It'll go out of play, touched by Soler. Throw it. Cobian will take it here for Galaxy 2.
The Galaxy started well in the first 15 minutes despite that 4-0 loss away to El Paso. Quite the converse tonight. They've had their cage rattled. Now what kind of a reaction will we see?
Here's Doyle. He'll knock it back to Furcranis, as Christian mentioned, off the top. His first start of the season for Furcranis. Squared into Doyle. Ahead it comes to Berry. Back out for Furcranis once again. He's got help on the right side if he wants it. He'll get it on over. Good ball here into midfield. Here's Cabral. Remy will get the foul and a free kick. Our referee for tonight's game, Brandon Stevis. His assistants, Salvador Reyes and Jennifer Garner. The 4th official is Karen Callado. Davila. Berry. And back it comes to Cobian. Doyle here. Again in trouble as it'll come on back now to Sanchez. A little late on their decision making, and that's allowing Lou City to press up high and make things difficult for Galaxy 2 out of the back.
Yeah, and it's true to the ethos of this Lou City team, and credit head coach Teddy Cruz, who's really instilled that philosophy, kind of a carryover from the previous head coach, John Hackworth, distributing out of the back, trying to make it uncomfortable despite all that heavy rotation and all the players that have been chopped and changed. The true ethos, the true philosophy continues to be press high, win the ball up in higher positions.
Possession again to Lou City as it'll come back defensively all the way back to Siegfried. Parker Siegfried in goal here tonight. Watched there by Preston Judd. You can see G2 is a bit rattled at the moment. They'll get the throw in here on the bad pass back.
Better pressure there, trying to put the onus on the captain, Paolo Del Piccolo, steering the ship in the center of the park. Three-back setup, really adventurous with the number 66 and the 17-year-old Josh Winder, who's really raised a lot of eyebrows in USL Championship. Teenager coming on for his 8th start of the campaign and really looking the part. Just at the center of that back three.
And we were talking about it prior to the game. Lou City's really a 3-5-2 as we look at it right now.
A team shape really is fluid, out of possession, in possession. It totally changes. The Galaxy, of course, like to revert with a 3-back system when they are in possession, drop into a 4 when they're absorbing the pressure. And the first start of the season for Parker Siegfried, and letting goals in really isn't the way Lou City has operated this year. In fact, one of the most resilient attacks, the best defensive record in the entire league, Joe. They've only conceded 4 times, so they're going to be tough to break down, even though they have that proactive kind of gegenpressing style.
Well, including tonight, this early goal, they're plus 17 in goal differential. Player down here, Salazar.
Useful player this year, the Belize international, Michael Salazar, whether it's been leading the line up top, tonight playing a little bit wider in support of Preston Judd in that front trio. He provides a lot of the graft and industry. Judd, the finishing polish, and of course the electric Cameron Dunbar, making those pacey runs on the right.
Need to find it though, need to put that together here. It's the early moments. And Galaxy 2 took a shot to the chin, and here's a foul against Preston Judd. Our referee will have a discussion with Judd at the moment. We'll go from there. Hey, celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier to the USL Championship. Choose what you play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select, League's choice, player's choice. Soler, able to get this one into midfield. A nice job defensively by Davila. Able to find Doyle. Cobayan back to his goalkeeper, Sanchez. Looking for Salazar, takes the bump, able to find Davila once again. Although Lou City in good defensive posture, forcing Galaxy 2 to go back and restart once again for Kranis.
You see how the shape alters here, morphs into that 4-3-3 with Barry at the base and Cabral and Davila a little bit higher, trying to find that supply line, that connection to that front trio.
Here's Davila in some trouble. He'll have to go back to Cobayan, the Galaxy. Have to work out some tight quarters here, and they get the turnover, and Lou City did what they wanted to do, get possession back in the offensive end.
Yeah, interesting. A lot of teams are kind of reflective of each other in that philosophy. They want to defend in the opposition half, and that's what we're seeing from Lou City, coming out with an aggressive high press.
Good movement here along the Galaxy's back line, defensively able to clear it out. It comes out to Cabral. He'll try to get into midfield, held up there. That'll be a yellow card.
That's going to be Del Piccolo. Easiest call of the night for Brandon Stevis. Del Piccolo picking up his 5th yellow card, meaning he won't be available for the weekend clash against Monterey Bay, despite all the pleads and protests to the referee. It's a pretty easy call here. Didn't leave the referee with much option as Cabral was away. It's a nice exit ball out of the back. Cabral just shows a little bit of it, and just that grab right there. And it's so intentional, egregious enough to warrant the yellow. Referee well justified in issuing it.
And they're trying to take that tactical foul out of the game. So yellow cards are going to come out a lot sooner these days in that regard.
Hey, it's cynical in nature. No attempt to play the ball.
Good ball here on the near side. Serrano will bring it down. Kobayan defending on the play. Finding some more space here, Serrano, towards the top of the area, and it'll come out to the right side. Campbell in some trouble. He'll knock it on forward and clear to midfield, with the Galaxy in a defensive posture right now. Louisville City putting the pressure on, dictating the tempo of this match.
Yeah, from the get-go, it's a real strong start. Your Louisville City, you got to like what you see. A lot of pressure tonight on Dante Campbell as well, trying to fill the big shoes left by Owen Lamb, who made his senior team debut on Wednesday night. Campbell filling in at right fullback.
Del Piccolo will be taken off his foot and out of play off of Hamza Berry, and a throw-in.
It'll be interesting to see if we see Campbell play that similar role where we've seen Lamb drift into the center of the park when the Galaxy are in possession, kind of creating those overloads on that first line.
Got to find a way to break the pressure with that first pass, though. And that's where Galaxy 2 are having their trouble at the moment. Here's the cross into the area. Kobayan able to find it. Nowhere to go at the moment. Now he's able to clear it out and not make the connection. Again, Louisville City on possession.
Yeah, Galaxy, they're really having a problem coping, Joe.
Now, Louisville City's doing a good job right now. Not giving him much time on the ball. And not much time to make a decision. At least the proper decision. Here's McCabe. Kobayan able to break this up. Doyle will go back. Sanchez. He's got Ferkranis to his right. He'll lob this towards midfield, looking for Dunbar. Able to touch it on back. Campbell is there. Still having a hard time having to maneuver through this pressure. And again, another turnover. And in the offensive end, Louisville City with possession.
And good press from that front seven, if you will, that join in. Even that back three in support. It's been suffocating. The Galaxy haven't been able to solve it.
So come all the way back to Sanchez. He'll collect. Chance to catch their breath now. Goal came just past the 1 minute mark into the match as Louisville City took the 1-0 lead. That's where we stand right now, and now Galaxy 2 trying to find their way once again. Davila, Berry. It's a little better here as they work towards midfield and try to get some numbers forward. Kobayan, Salazar this time. Doyle. And I would say they have to work a little harder and try a little harder at solving that pressure as opposed to putting themselves back under tremendous pressure inside their own penalty area.
I think what we're seeing is they're better playing at tempo, at pace, quicker, one touch. Can't dwell on it like we saw with Kobayan a moment ago. And this is what we're seeing now, trying to shift and pull those midfielders out of position and find those cracks in those gaps.
Look to send Salazar this time as the goalkeeper Siegfried comes out. Again, Salazar, good work. He'll get it back. Now the Galaxy 2 with numbers in the offensive end for the first time this evening. Kobayan. He'll get it back from Davila. Doyle. This has to be a little quicker here. Ferkranis will settle. He's got Dunbar. He ends up playing it ahead instead. Campbell out to Dunbar. He'll weave his way through into the middle of the park, still has it. Back out it goes for Davila. This is a little better now from Galaxy 2.
And just trying to settle into their passing game.
Berry. Davila once more, sending Salazar up the wing. Watched there by one defender. He needs some supporting run there. He's by himself. He'll get the cross into the area, knocked away to the far side it'll go. Campbell trying to close things down and keep Louisville City tight in their own defense. Doesn't get the supporting defensive work from Cabral. It'll come out. And here comes Louisville City back towards midfield on the near side. Dom. McCabe.
Xavier Hill, LA will drop into that 4-1-4-1, leaving Judd up top for a cross with Berry in between that midfield and defensive line. Trying to play that role of shield. Not much pressure, almost a half press of sorts here to start for the Galaxy.
Long ball towards the left side. This is a good ball collected in the far corner. Galaxy 2 has numbers back. McCabe now at center. Serrano towards the top of the box. Good job defensively. Cleared away. Comes out to Salazar. Kobayan with the clearance, trying to find Preston Judd. He's got both center backs bracketing him, and Judd will pick up the foul on this one.
He was just warned by the referee. It's a dimension of the game that Preston Judd doesn't shy away from. He's a big boy. Preston Judd is colliding with Ian Soler. Let's take a look here. Heavy touch there from Soler, allowing Judd to come in.
And it's a foul. It's a foul, but here's the thing. From my point of view, you've created the foul, don't kick it away, because that makes it easy for the referee. Just leave it alone.
After especially, he's already had a talking to, and this will be the last one.
Yeah.
The next one will be yellow for Preston Judd, who really has to tread lightly here. He's carrying 4 bookings coming into this game, so one more and he will miss out on the next match for the Galaxy. They're set to travel to Memphis 901 coming up on Wednesday. Talk about a tough run of fixtures. Take on Phoenix, El Paso playing some good football, and then the best team in the league comes in to pay a visit. There are no easy games.
Here's McCabe. Winder. Able to get into the left side here. Good opportunity now for Lou City as they get numbers into the attack once again. It'll come on back out. This will be a foul the other way as it's getting physical. Cabral brought down.
Just the coming
McCabe
together.
with the foul.
Yeah. Cabral's pace is going to be problematic.
Second yellow here for Lou City. Trainer's going to be called on for Galaxy 2.
Touches, gets away from McCabe, comes in rashly. The Republic of Ireland man, clear foul, came in real strong. It's a full-blooded challenge. Just took his eye off of it, loses concentration. Said he got to it first, but referee not seeing it as such, so second man booked, and McCabe will pick up his second yellow of the campaign.
1-0 here in favor of Louisville City FC. Goal coming just past the 1 minute mark as Ray Serrano sent home a loose ball in front off the save from Richard Sanchez. That's where we stand right now. Galaxy 2 has been trying to ward off the pressure from Lou City and has, over the last couple of minutes, been able to balance the pitch somewhat, but that's where we are right now.
And this is not what you'd expect if you're the Galaxy right now, a team in Lou City that had to travel from Detroit, played 120 minutes on Wednesday night in the U.S. Open Cup, and they came out. They looked like the home side. They took this game straight to this Galaxy team right now with more energy and purpose. Moved it in, got in behind. Galaxy clearly still in the dressing room when this one started, but they've woken up, settled into the game just a little bit, passing at tempo, finding their rhythm, and just getting a foot on the ball.
And we continue here. It'll come ahead to Barry. Campbell now on the right side. And this lateral passing here, when you have this much green in front of you, is part of the problem for Galaxy 2. You need to step up and force somebody to come your way to open up a little bit. Right now the Galaxy are touchline to touchline and at the midfield stripe. No foul here as Dunbar's taken out. Here comes Louisville City. Onto the left side it goes. Campbell defending on the play. The cross into the area just off the target. It'll come out to Salazar. Good ball here for Preston Judd. Can he get to it? He's got Dunbar in the middle of the park. Dunbar is onside at the moment. Judd will take it towards the near post. Dunbar has evened it up 1-1 in the 19th minute of the contest. Cameron Dunbar from Preston Judd.
Outstanding from the Galaxy and great work from Preston Judd. Running those channels, doing what he does best, and Cameron Dunbar finally getting that breakthrough, his second goal of the season after scoring a couple of weeks ago against Phoenix. This is great work from Judd. Drops that shoulder, creates the space, puts it at that far post, and a brilliant run from Cameron Dunbar, who doesn't let up, continues that run all the way to that far post, anticipates the service, the simplest of tap-ins.
Last year's Preston Judd might have taken the shot to the near post there. This time around, took a wink out of his right eye, saw Dunbar right there and found him. Good job all the way around. 1-1 here.
Just like the way he peeled away from his mark as opposed to charging straight at goal. Saw the run from Dunbar. And credit to this young man who's been absolutely fantastic. Hasn't put a foot wrong this season. Tireless work rate. We know how good he is making those runs on the right-hand side, whether they're inverted or stretching those back fours, and justly rewarded.
Salazar with the foul here. Ball was moving. We'll do it again. Good response here from Galaxy 2, who were on their heels for the first 10 minutes of this contest. Made the right pass, broke the press, and took care of business. And they may not get a lot of chances tonight, so they're going to have to be efficient. And on that particular case, they were.
Well, I know that they wanted more out of Preston Judd. They felt like he had a little bit more to give. In that instance right there, you see the maturity of his striker, where he's not going to take that pot shot like we saw last year, not going to go straight for goal and revert to those natural scoring instincts, peeled off and made the correct decision.
Bone running it on goal, and a nice job by Sanchez here, coming off his line. He'll collect it. Barry. Here's for Kronis. Not a good ball back to his keeper. Corner kick here for Louisville City.
Now, you can't afford to make those kind of errors, and those two, you credit to not really being on the same page because they haven't spent a lot of time out there together in that position where Kranis is stepping in for Jalen Neal. As I mentioned, his first start in 2022. He's only played 3 minutes this year, but those two haven't been out on the pitch together much. Still trying to find that chemistry and understanding.
McCabe will take this corner kick. We are 1-1 now, inside 21 minutes of play. Serrano and Dunbar the goals in this match. Referee gives the go-ahead. McCabe sent it into the area, dipping ball towards the near side 6, cleared out by Doyle. We'll do it one more time. Corner kick again for Louisville City FC.
And not the best of deliveries there from McCabe. Need a little bit more whip, a little more oomph behind it.
He's got Corbin Bone showing short. McCabe decides to send it in towards the spot. The header towards goal. Easy for Sanchez to pull down quickly with the outlet, trying to send Dunbar once again. Dom is there defensively. He'll knock it out of play. Throw in Galaxy 2. Well done. Get that out quickly. You get possession in the offensive end. Catch your breath.
And we've been critical here of Sanchez after that spill on that goal for Louisville City, but one thing he's excelled in an area is his distribution out of the back, whether it's long or playing short. Comfortable, the ball at his feet, accurate with his passing. Look how they spread their center backs so wide and allows McCabe to just drop in between those two. They push their wing backs high, trying to create those overloads into that midfield area. In essence, a 5 against a 3 for the Galaxy.
But G2's done a good job here now. They've settled down, and they've taken away those passing lanes, and they're forcing balls like this. Throw in again for Galaxy 2.
They can drop off just a little bit, and even the scales, it really kind of clogs those passing lanes.
Kobayan. It's a bit too flat again. Here's Doyle. He'll knock it out to Campbell. Come back to Kranis. And he'll just break the press by just clearing it forward.
Louisville City trying to go back to that press, which was so successful in the first 10 minutes.
McCabe. Soler. Siegfried, good pressure here now by the Galaxy. McCabe in trouble. He plays it off of Salazar. He'll get a goal kick out of it. That's better from Galaxy 2. They seem to be comfortable when the field's tilted over here, but when on the backside, everything flattens out, and suddenly that pressure gets to them inside their penalty area, and they find themselves in trouble.
Well, that's what they've been working on in training, defending in the opposition half, defending higher up and putting the onus on the distribution of the opposition. Well closed down by Salazar.
The USL Championship returns to ESPN2 as the back-to-back Eastern Conference title holders, Tampa Bay Rowdies, head west to take on high-powered Phoenix Rising FC Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN2. Here comes Dom now for Louisville City. Plays this one into center. Bone on towards that left side. Bone once again. He's got McCabe if he wants him. Able to play this one forward. It gets on through everybody and right onto the goalkeeper, Sanchez. Doyle. Cobayan. Davila will usher this one forward. Salazar trying to turn the corner. Dom with a little emergency defending right there. Clears that one out. Throw it.
Good recognition there from Davila, seeing the gaps that open up. When that press is forward from Louisville City, he drops off, and he'll play that ball quickly up the line for Salazar. They found some success there.
Back to Sanchez now. Restart once again. Doyle. Cobayan. Davila. Two defenders around him. Back to Cobayan. The youngster able to knock this forward. Preston Judd tried to go towards the near side, but he was offside as that ball came into the offensive end off the foot of Cobayan, and possession back to Louisville City. Soler. Winder.
Louisville City getting back to that possession that they dominated early on since that equalizer from Dunbar. They've dictated. They haven't found much penetration and created any clear-cut chances. You credit the Galaxy shape right now. They drop into that four, leaving Judd up high. They made it difficult to get through that midfield line.
And taking away the passing lanes, they've done a better job. This is good, though, for Louisville City. Mushaganusa able to play it into the area. Serrano to the far side. Good save by Sanchez on the one-time shot to goal by Gonzalez. Corner kick. Nice job by Sanchez coming off his line there as it came across his six.
It started with the movement of Mushagalusa, who made himself available, pulls it back. Serrano perfectly placed, just squares it across, no one picking up. Gonzalez and Sanchez with a wonderful save. He atones for that earlier mistake. Be good for his confidence to build upon.
Right-footed corner, they'll bend in towards goal here. Right to the top of the six, the header across, and it'll go out of play. Goal kick. Fortunate.
The last corner kick, we saw Mushagalusa. It was rather tame, nothing occurring out of it, but it was a free header, and it was won by Mushagalusa. It wasn't contested. Same situation, opposite side this time. Galaxy have to tighten up on their set-piece marking just a little bit. Just let off the hook.
Here's Doyle now. Able to play this one out, looking for Salazar. He'll knock it forward, not getting the supporting run that particular time. Dom is there. Back to his goalkeeper, Siegfried. Cobayan will try to get to this one and does. Ahead it comes to Preston Judd. Judd able to beat a second defender in Bone, plays it into space. He'll find Cabral looking for that back post once again for Dunbar. He'll get the second ball, Dunbar does. Tries to turn into the area, gets a shot towards goal, and it's blocked. Good work that time by Galaxy 2 as Louisville City tries to break out. Plenty of blue shirts back, though, and G2 has possession once again.
Good recovery, too, after losing possession after that move. Fell flat from Dunbar.
Nice run by Cabral, though.
Absolutely, and that movement is so difficult to track. When you make that diagonal run, whether it's inside out or outside in, defenders have such a tough time tracking or whether to hand it off to the next.
So go out to Campbell. A little miscommunication going on there in the back. Cabral. Campbell once again. Back it goes to Doyle. Cobayan has it. He could have it to his left. They'll go forward instead. Hamza Berry. Now Cobayan. And they'll restart once more. for Kranis. Dunbar. Off the mark. And Lou City comes out with possession one more time.
The creativity is there, but the initiative is there from the Galaxy, and like what we've seen from Cabral, his movement has been troublesome for these Lou City defenders.
A little hesitation that time, though, between he and Dunbar. I think Dunbar was expecting Cabral to make the run, then he didn't. He wanted to make the run, and the ball was played to his feet. Inside 30 minutes, we are 1-1 from Dignity Health Sports Park. Free kick. Galaxy fans, 2022 season ticket memberships available now. Call 8773-GALAXY or visit lagalaxy.com/since96 to get your tickets today. Become part of the Galaxy community. Another big one in this stadium tomorrow night. An MLS match. FC Dallas coming to town.
And third against fourth in the Western Conference.
And we could be looking at the fifth straight sellout for LA Galaxy on the Young campaign. My understanding is tickets are going fast. Here's Dom. Throw it. Well, Galaxy 2 has settled down. You know, they went down for an 8 count there about a minute or two into the match and responded about 10 minutes in and have settled into this match and able to find their way little by little.
Yeah, they evened it out in possession, and most of the quality chances for Lou City, as you mentioned, coming in that first 10 minutes, really fought back, showed a lot of character. That's something that's been a common theme throughout the season with this Galaxy team as we go past the half-hour mark. But they've shown resilience, fought their way back into it, didn't lose their bearings.
Here's Soler. Knocking this one forward. We'll have a foul and a free kick for Galaxy 2 as Campbell was pushed from behind.
It still need to create more chances, though. They just haven't had enough going forward yet. Brilliant run from Judd. They've had some joy down this left-hand side with Salazar.
Yeah, they're living on the wings, though, right now. They're not living much in the middle of the park.
And that's where Hamza Berry's really got to get a hold of this, and he'll need some support from the likes of Davila, who might want to drop in just a little bit. There's a numerical advantage with 2 against 1 every time Berry gets a foot on the ball.
Preston Judd brought down in midfield. That's a free kick. Quickly, Davila with the restart, trying to find Salazar. Dom did well and earns the foul the other way. Just a little bit too rugged there in the part of Salazar. If he just holds off just enough, referee doesn't call that.
That's Salazar's game, and that's kind of his statement, so to speak, his MO. Likes the physical nature of the game. Brings that element. Good recognition from Dom on the quick restart to cut off that angle in the passing lane, as he knew Salazar could do him for pace. Nice reading of the game from the young man making his USL Championship debut this evening.
Doyle now for Galaxy 2. Spending a lot of time in their own hand right now, the Galaxy is. Not a good ball out for Kranis. He's able to clear it out with some help. Just a little nervous there from Marcus right now in his play.
Trying to bed in, wants to make a good impression. Has been, left out of the plans. Yohan Dame after featuring prominently in 2021. Great opportunity for him to, put a stamp and leave his head coach with something to think about in terms of team selection.
Here's Dom. Ahead will come on the near side. Serrano taken off the ball well by Davila. Back it goes to Kobayan. Now Davila on the near side. And the throw in. And there, right there, that last play is what I'm talking about. Davila is not confident enough to play the ball forward, so he plays it back into Kobayan, which puts him in a bad situation. He'll get the return service, and Davila now is in a worse situation than he was the first time around.
When that press comes, the Galaxy have not adjusted, and they're not getting enough back, and there's an overload right now.
But I think if Davila has, in that particular case, if Davila has a little more courage and confidence in his ability to pass it forward, there's a better opportunity to get out of that and get on the way and move on. You know, trying to find somebody maybe on the wing. Salazar was here at midfield, or Hamza Berry needs to show and help him out a little bit more.
I think that's a point that we need to stress. The Galaxy need more from their 6 right now. It needs to exhibit control, because right now they are not controlling this midfield. Louisville City, since the goal from Dunbar, have dominated possession proceedings. To the Galaxy's credit, not succumbing too many clear-cut chances. To the side from Kentucky. Long ways from home.
Here's the restart. Gabe sends it into the area. Doyle able to clear to the top of the box, and finally out. Here comes Preston Judd. Could that be a handball? No. Referee was right on the play. He says no. We'll go back the other way now. Del Piccolo. Top of the area comes Mushiganusa. Left side comes the cross to the back post. Knotted down in front, and Kobayan able to clear it away.
This is what's interesting is they're sending Winder into the attack, dropping McCabe to sit amongst that defensive line, and Winder's really acquitting himself well, playing some balls involved in that move. And so much is required of like a modern-day center back. And we see it from Jalen Neal, positive play, proactive on the ball, able to link, not just the defense to midfield, but farther up if necessary. I can see why the admirers are long for this young man, Josh Winder.
A lot of eyes on him right now. Bone playing up the left side here. Campbell defending on the play. Good inside-out run from Jorge Gonzalez, who has it now. Again, Campbell defending. The attempted shot deflected and then into a hand, and I think that was just part of the follow-through of the ball deflecting out.
That would have been harsh.
Yes.
Considering the proximity, the pace at which that ball was going, it's always going to be hopeful. Never a penalty in my book. A credit to Campbell, who closed down a little bit better, because you may remember on that goal, it was the endeavor of Gonzalez which opened it up and forced the save by Sanchez. It led to the goal.
Mushigalusa here on the right side, battling against Kobayan, and Kobayan is doing the battling to stay in it, and he saved the corner kick. Dom with the cross, and then cleared out by Davila. The corner will come nonetheless.
Credit the hustle. Mushigalusa fighting through the tackle of Kobayan. Nice recovery here. Mushigalusa thinks it's going to drift out. Kobayan says, nuh-uh. That one put in, and Davila not able to react in time. So a little mix of zonal and man marking here by LA Galaxy 2. They'll leave Doyle in the center of the 6. Judd will drop in as well.
It'll come towards that back side, loose towards the top of the box, and cleared away. Dumped back into the right. McCabe. He'll send an early ball into the box. Doyle, nicely done. Kobayan with the clearance. This is an opportunity for Dunbar. He is onside. He's got supporting runs from Cabral and Preston Judd. Dunbar a little heavy on that touch and allowing for Siegfried to smother it.
There's the transition chance that the Galaxy were so looking for. Thought he was off, but credit the referee. His assistant, he was right on top of it. Dunbar inside of his own half. Flag stays down and in, but just a touch too heavy. The better set-piece defending that time from the Galaxy, which has been a little bit lackluster on the first couple of corners or so. Tightened up and able to clear their lines much more efficiently.
Here's Mushigalusa. Able to get this one forward. Bone. Now Gonzalez, who's on. Watched there by Kobayan. The one-time cross down low. Doyle able to clear it out. And Liam Doyle's had a very nice first half here for the Galaxy. He's been very busy, but he's done well. Dom with the throw it.
It's almost as if the back four, that defensive unit needed a wake-up call.
This is a good opportunity, and it's saved by Sanchez. Del Piccolo with the turnaround shot there, and Sanchez able to smother it and hold on to the rebound.
Good awareness down the byline as it's pulled back, and Del Piccolo with space and time to fire. Tame effort in the end, but Sanchez tested nonetheless. Already 5 shots on target. Most of those coming in the first 10 minutes or so.
Mushagulusa, go beyond as well defensively. A second time around with the clearance, not good enough. Soler able to get this one forward. Gonzalez, the shot to goal, blocked by Doyle. Serrano will get onto this one, trying to find some space. Good work defensively there by both Hamza Berry and Campbell. Mushagulusa again into the area. The attempted diving header by Del Piccolo, and he takes out Campbell. It's going to turn into possession Galaxy 2, and it should have been a foul in the area and a free kick for the men in blue.
Absolutely. This one swung to the far side here. Galaxy a little deep, inviting this pressure. Great delivery there over the back of Campbell, and clear foul. Should have been a free kick. Seen a little bit of that rough physical edge here so far the first 40 minutes.
A little chaotic there, but Louisville City comes out with possession here. It'll be a throw-in. Back the other way for Galaxy 2. Hey, soccer fans, are you looking to attend the biggest and best LA Galaxy matches this season? Secure your 2022 partial plan now. Plans include special rates and priority purchasing access for playoffs. Call 877-3GALAXY, 877-342-5299, or email ticketplans@lagalaxy.com. 1-1 here. 41st minute. Nice job by Ferkranis that time, able to clear it out.
You got to credit Louisville City. That press has made it difficult. A Galaxy team that has passed so well. They passed opponents to death. I believe they came in with the second best passing accuracy in USL Championship.
Come back to Siegfried. Louisville City's done a very good job keeping Galaxy 2 under pressure, but conversely, G2's done a nice job being able to sustain that for the most part.
Going to bring this back, that foul, the shoulder, referee played advantage. Bring it back, Salazar, just on that shoulder of Dom, who had beaten him for pace and got goal side.
Here's Soler. It'll go out the far side. Winder. Serrano. Again, Winder. Soler one more time. He's got help on the right if he wants it. He's got Dom. He decides to go right side instead. Mushagulusa trying to turn the corner on Kobayan, who did well. Mushagulusa getting into the area. This time he goes near post, and it'll be a goal kick wide. Possession back to Galaxy 2.
He's been a force. He's been difficult for Kobayan to deal with. Big, strong physical presence, has that pace, can drop that shoulder. And we thought it was going to be a two up top. It's really morphed more into a three-pronged attack with Gonzalez leading the line and Serrano shouldering things up on that left-hand side. But been able to stretch and ask the questions of this Galaxy defense. Once again, put under pressure.
And another corner kick coming up. The one-on-one situation puts the Galaxy 2 in a bind.
So this is important. They brought Soler forward from central defense, and Winder will join up here.
Ball will come into the area, player down. Doyle may have taken a knock. Dunbar's tripped up. Here's the breakout for Galaxy 2 now. Davila down the middle of the park. He's got some help here. If he wants to get this ball away, he's able to notch it on back. Barry onto the left side. Davila back into the area, trying to find Dunbar right onto the goalkeeper. Siegfried. Good run by Campbell.
Dunbar with a good run there, too. Thought the move had gone, but played it nicely back to Barry, who hit it one time. And it's got to be a little bit better for Davila. Just overhit it, made it comfortable for Siegfried in the end.
Looking for Serrano, he's offside. Quickly the flag went up there.
Looked to be about a yard off. And now you see the interchangeability on the front line here for Louisville City. We're seeing Serrano shouldering things on the right-hand side and Musha Galusa drifting back to the left. And yeah, he's about 2 yards off. Really liked what we saw in Serrano when he's up in Tacoma. Saw a lot of him last year. Lively character.
Dunbar brought down. It's going to be a free kick for Galaxy 2. That could have been a yellow card right there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that. It's gotten a little chippy.
And arms out, you're beaten on the play. If that happens in the middle of the park on a breakout, that's a yellow. That's a tactical foul, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We've seen him given for less. One thing to be noted too, it's a type of challenge which Dunbar would have gone down under a few years ago. He's beefed up a little bit, added some strength and power to his game.
Good opportunity here in a 1-1 match right in front of halftime. Looking for Doyle, it's flicked towards the backside. Salazar will run this one down. Good throw it.
It's a good ball from Davila. Nice trajectory, plenty of whip on it. Well defended by Louisville City.
1 minute of stoppage time. Davila. He's got Barry. Back it goes to Kobayan. For Kranis. Again, Doyle.
And this is where the Galaxy will drop those two in right now as Davila dropping in just alongside Hamza Barry.
Soler. Near side it'll go. Serrano. Musha Galusa able to play it into the area. It'll be cleared back out. Musha Galusa. Right in front of halftime here. Back it comes to Dom, and our referee will point to midfield, and that is 45 minutes of play here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Christian, Galaxy 2 have battled back to even things up, and while there's some work to be done in that locker room, you have to feel good about the fact that, hey, it's 1-1. It could have been a lot worse early on.
Well, from the Galaxy perspective, you like the response after that shaky start. It was a nightmare beginning, scoring 65 seconds into this game, but Louisville City came out and took it straight to them. These players for Louisville City who've been rotated in really took their chance, got on top. Good reply from the Galaxy getting that goal from Dunbar, but I thought that Louisville City, traded blows, not a lot of chances from thenceforth for either side. Pretty even Stevens got a good one on our hands.
1-1 at the half. We'll be back with halftime right after these words.
What's stopping you? Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They walk just to show for you.
And remember, legends never die.
Hernandez, winning goal! 90th minute. Alvarez trying his luck at the goal! Efrain Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history.
SKC, those are good games. Ball played inside, Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Landon, back to Donovan on his left foot, fires, he scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
goes topics. I mean, yeah, this time around,
Stop
they want to go
Yo.
topics.
Roll it down.
I am.
You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What? Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio.
Kevin, you could use your phone.
What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What?
This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it.
What?
And it's all turning up goals. The audacity! Early fireworks and Wild Horse Pass.
Welcome to Tampa Bay. And he drills it. Wow. What a goal.
We welcome you back. Halftime here, 1-1 in a very exciting game at Dignity Health Sports Park. Galaxy 2 holding up against the top team in the USL Championship right now. Let's take a look at the first half highlights.
Well, it didn't start very well for Galaxy. In fact, supporters might want to turn their blind eye here. Great endeavor from Gonzalez. Twist Doyle. The save from Sanchez falls straight to the feet, and the quicker reacting Ray Serrano, who taps in with a simple goal, his second of the season, and then the Galaxy would reply 17 minutes later. Judd does brilliantly here. Just peels off of his marker, creates the space, squares it, and Cameron Dunbar has an easy tap in on the opposite side. The Galaxy showing great resiliency in response. Some good chances here from Louisville City. Sanchez atones for his earlier mistake, closes down really well on Gonzalez this time, saving Galaxy 2's Bacon. He's done well after that early error. The Galaxy indeed rising to the occasion. As we take a look at the way it shapes up here, Joe, in the West right now, the Galaxy just 1 place and 2 points off that final playoff spot.
Colorado Springs Switchbacks leading the way. Normally we would see Phoenix at the top right now. San Diego Loyal doing a pretty good job at the moment with Landon Donovan. San Antonio in second place. Sacramento middle of the pack right now, and so it's going to be an interesting run as it's still relatively early in the campaign. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule right now in USL Championship. Charleston Battery taking on New Mexico United. Hartford against New York Red Bulls 2. Pittsburgh Riverhounds face El Paso Locomotive, the team that beat up on Galaxy 2 last time out. And Miami FC against San Antonio FC. That's coming up on the 4th. Storylines here around the USL. Cameron Dunbar looking pretty good. Tallied a goal and 2 assists in last 4 matches played for Galaxy 2 dating back to April 16th, and he scored tonight.
I was going to say, he made that 2 goal and 2 assists in his last 5. He's really hitting form.
Spreading out the goals, there have been 9 different goal scorers this season for G2. Salazar, Judd, Campbell, Williams, Davila, Cabral, Harvey, and of course Dunbar. And Dunbar and Judd combined for the goal for Galaxy 2 there. In the meantime, can G2 continue their run of form at home? LA is 3-1-0 in 4 matches played at home in 2022. And so far, so good.
Well, so far, so good. That 1 loss coming in the first home game back in March, and that kind of nail-biter against San Antonio. They've rattled off 3 consecutive wins here at Carson ever since.
Galaxy 2 and Louisville City tied at 1-1. Halftime continues right after these words.
What's stopping you? Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They woke just to show for you.
And remember, legends never die.
Hernandez, winning goal. 19th minute. Alvarez trying and lunging the goal. Efrain Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history.
SKC. Those are good games. Ball played inside. Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Landon. Back to Donovan on his left foot. Fires. He scores! 4-0 Galaxy. Hey Galaxy fans, the all-new 2022 City of Dreams kit is available now. This kit honors the clean, classic, and elegant kits of the Galaxy's past with an LA twist. Get yours now at the LA Galaxy team store, and of course always at lagalaxy.com. It was an impressive first half, and if we have an opportunity here, let's take a look again at each goal scored in this game. Early on in this one, just a minute in, Blue City takes the lead.
Yeah, Jorge Gonzalez turning Liam Doyle. The save from Sanchez falls fortuitously to Serrano, but credit the Galaxy. Look dangerous in transition. Judd does just tremendously well here. Getting his first start at 5, it pays off in spades as he lays it off nicely for Cameron Dunbar. It is the simplest of tap-ins. Love the run from Dunbar. Kept it strong to that far post. Galaxy really coming unraveled defensively, but bailed out as Sanchez denies Gonzalez from close range, comes well off his line, makes himself big, and cuts down the angle. And Lou City and the Galaxy trading blows. The Galaxy, I'm sure, Yohan Dame right now, trying to get more chances, trying to say, hey, let's create more chances.
And the upcoming schedule here for Lou City, they're home against Monterey Bay. That'll be on the 21st. FC Tulsa as well, so they're home for a couple of weeks. So after this stretch here, they get the good chance to go home, then on the road at Tampa Bay. Not the trip that they had out here. That's a short jaunt there. Then Orange County at home, and then on the road again at Hartford Athletic.
Yeah, and in between that 21st and 28th game is the U.S. Open Cup tie round of 16 away to MLS side Nashville SC. So 3 games in the space of about 7 or 8 days. It's going to be busy times for the Purple.
And for Galaxy 2, home for 1 game, then gone for the next 2. Home against San Diego will be a tough task. Then they go back out to Rio Grande Valley FC, and the top of the conference, Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, comes to town on the 11th of June.
And just like Blue City, Galaxy 2, of course, really involved in the action and will be on the road heavily coming up in the month. But congratulations to the LA Galaxy 2, or LA Galaxy, the senior team, progressing on to the round of 16 with their midweek win away to Cal United Strikers. So busy for G2 as well as the senior team.
1-1 here at the break. Galaxy 2 and Louisville City FC. When we come back, second half is coming up. Why don't you stay with us? We'll take the break and be back with the second 45 right after these words.
What's stopping you? Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They walk just to show for you.
And remember, legends never die.
Hernandez, winning goal. 19th minutes. Alvarez trying his luck at the goal. Efrain Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history.
SKC. Those are good games. Ball played inside. Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Landon. Back to Donovan on his left foot. Fires. He scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
And welcome back to Dinnydale Sports Park here at halftime. LA Galaxy 2-1, Louisville City FC 1, and a matchup of first in the Eastern Conference against 8th in the West. And so far, so good for the Galaxy, holding serve right now, but looking for a little bit more quality opportunities as we get set for the second 45. Now the Galaxy, no doubt, with a good reply and showing some good character. Cameron Dunbar making up for that second-minute error as the Galaxy were really caught unawares. Louisville City striking just 65 seconds in, thanks to Ray Serrano on the tap in off the save, parried by Richard Sanchez, and that is where we stand. Cameron Dunbar with the reply on a nice little feed in transition from Preston Judd. So here we go for the final 45. It'll be interesting to see if we see any changes here coming up in the second half.
All right, so Galaxy 2 weathered the storm in the first half. They got themselves even in halftime. And what do you expect here, if anything, from Yohan Deme in terms of changes, or more of just encouragement at halftime, saying, hey, we're playing our game now. We've dealt with their worst. Now we can go forward, take the step in the offensive.
I think what needs to change is in midfield right now, because it's being overrun. Lou City has imposed their will. The Galaxy had some good spells. They show great character to get back into this game. But after that goal from Dunbar, Lou City really started to dictate things. Credit the defensive shape of Los Dos. They held their own, limited the opportunities, but Lou City was on top of them at times. That press has been problematic from the visitors. The Galaxy trying to find their way out of it. When Lou City drops off, that's when they've been the most dangerous. The Galaxy, they build their confidence, play at tempo, and open it up. They need a little bit more polish going forward. And it looks as though we're going to see a couple of changes here coming on at halftime.
Well, a couple of big changes. One player we expected to be a starter, Wilson Harris, comes on, number 14, and also Oscar Jimenez, number 19, coming on into the match. So Wilson Harris leads Lou City in pretty much every offensive category.
Yeah, indeed. A guy who's found the back of the net actually 7 times in all competitions, and really has been one of the focal points of the attack. He scored on Wednesday night, getting that equalizer away to Detroit City before that game was eventually decided on penalty kicks. And he's been amongst a balanced attack for this Lou City team. 10 different goal scorers. He's the leader with 5 in USL. We'll see what he can do.
Second half underway. Lou City defending the goal to our right and attacking from right to left as the ball comes in towards center. They'll work it on to the left side here and pushing forward. Linehouse back defensively. Winder.
So we'll see Harris playing that number 9 role, and Gonzalez will just drop off a little bit. Musha Galusa comes back to this left-hand side with Serrano on the right. So just a little tweak in the attack with Harris at the tip of the spear, so to speak.
Cabral called for the foul here. Free kick. McCabe. Soler. Ball stays in play. It's a turnover. Good opportunity as Cabral is able to make the run down the middle of the park. Good job defensively, though, on the part of Winder.
Yeah, it's a brilliant challenge there. And that movement that I said in the first half was so difficult for those Lou City defenders to track. And credit Winder, who just stood him up, made it look pretty easy and routine. Able to win it cleanly.
Del Piccolo is the other player that comes off in this match. He was carrying a yellow card. Good ball here on the left side. Linehouse getting forward, defending on the play. For Kranis coming out from his center back position. Musa Galusa has it now, and back out it goes. Winder. Musa Galusa. Preston Judd will pick up the foul here.
He came in full-blooded, and Preston Judd is really walking and treading on thin ice right about now, but you love the aggression from him. That competitive spirit shows that bite. He's not just a one-dimensional striker that's going to stay up top and wait for the service.
Well, helping his teammates out. That's good that he came back. Yeah, obviously you don't want him to pick up the foul, but in this particular case, that was called a hard foul, but I don't think it was a yellow. McCabe. He'll bend into the area right towards the spot, flicked up high. Sanchez got a fist to it, and it's going to be, well, a foul and a free kick. A delayed call from our referee, Brandon Stevis. It's a bit surprising that time.
Just whipped into the air, takes a flick on. Keeper comes out, interfered with, clear foul. Not much to debate.
Here's Judd. Nice job shaking off his defender Winder this time. He'll take it to the right side. Needs a little supporting run. He's by himself on this wing. Couple of step overs, works through into the area, plays it on in, but right on the keeper. Siegfried.
Just caught, I think, in two minds. Did brilliantly Preston Judd to slip past the defender. Didn't know whether to cross or shoot. In the end, didn't execute either very well, but put himself in a great position. Did well initially. Just lacked a little finishing product.
But he did one of the few things the Galaxy 2 has been willing to do in this match, is take on his defender one-on-one and beat them. And we haven't seen that from most of the rest of the team tonight. They're willing to give up the ball, they're willing to play laterally, willing to play back, but not play well through. Offside is Cabral, and I think he was.
And this is clear offside, but what is brilliant about this play and what we're seeing differently than what we saw in the first half, more bite, the good step forward from Barry to win this. This is what they need from him, to take control of this midfield, chaperone, marshal it, make it his own, and he does really well here. Steps in, links up nicely, and that was close.
I thought Winder may have still kept him on.
Absolutely. Closer than originally thought. But credit to Barry, though. Just kind of seizing the reins and seizing control. Trying to exert his influence.
Musa trying to take into the area. This will be a foul just outside the box on Davila, I believe. And a good free kick opportunity for Louisville City. Davila will pick up the yellow card.
And once again, it's that inverted run from Mushagalusa off this left-hand side. Drops that shoulder. No one challenges him. And forces just the faintest of touches from behind. Clear foul from Davila, flirting with the penalty here as he was dangerously close to the penalty area.
And the other issue there is Doyle's on a yellow. So he came very close in that particular case. 4-man wall, 5-man wall now set up for Galaxy 2. And a 1-1 match.
So yellow to Doyle. Means Liam will be unavailable for the Wednesday trip to Memphis 901 with his 5th of the season.
McCabe lines this up. He'll take the shot to the back post and scores! 2-1, Louisville City. McCabe going down low to that back post, and Sanchez couldn't find it.
There's a gap in the wall, and credit Soler who just pulled it through, but that's just poor. I don't know how to describe this. The wall doesn't do its job, and it's no fault of the keeper here. He saw it late, it came right through, and that wall has to be better constructed. It went right through the gaps. Call it lucky, whatever you will, but it's certainly a goal and a ball that should not have gotten through. Sanchez saw it late, didn't really have much of a chance. Hit well by McCabe. Credit to the Irishman. He will get credit for the goal. His 3rd of the season.
2-1 in favor of Louisville City. Work to be done here for the home side. Galaxy 2 as it'll come out near side. Campbell able to go to midfield. Cabral. Back it comes to Hamza Berry. He's able to switch to the far side. Go beyond. Can he find it? No. Cannot get to it. He's going to go out of play for a throw-in. Another throw as Davila is able to get in front of Wilson.
Galaxy have to claw their way back out of this one if they want to take anything positive and keep that good home run going. And they had a good response in the first half. We'll see what they can muster up here in the second.
Well, just one step away from Cabral having that breakaway, right, moments ago. Off a nice little move at midfield that was launching him. Linehouse. Mushagalusa trying to beat Campbell. Nice job by Campbell staying with him. It'll come back to McCabe, who picked up the goal here moments ago. Soler out the right side it goes. McCabe once again. Winder. Mushagalusa. Able to matriculate into the area. Watch out. Nice job by Ferkranis getting in front of that one. Campbell bit on that fake, opened up that lane for Mushagalusa to take it on in on the off shoulder. Bone to keep this in play. I think it went across. Nope. We continue. Mushagalusa. McCabe goes from distance and right on to Sanchez.
And the Galaxy out of sorts, beaten in that 1v1 by Mushagalusa. He worked his way well past Dante Campbell on this right-hand side of this Galaxy defense. No one picking him up, and not enough support behind Campbell as well.
Here's Barry. Campbell again. Ferkranis will knock it forward. This will be a foul against Barry. And a free kick.
Barry just led with that right elbow slightly. Referee had a great view of it.
Mushagalusa once more. Bone. Campbell. Foul on the Galaxy one more time.
And just behind Bone as they were trying to play advantage there. Campbell cutting it out, so the referee pulling it back, awarded the free kick as Bone was just infringed, slipping past his mark. Slow start for LA here in the second half.
Staggered once again, right?
Yeah.
McCabe again will take this. Now let's go the other way this time around. Sanchez does well.
Yeah, he did really well. That's one they've worked on the training ground. Showing McCabe and going after changing the angle.
Here's Judd with the chance towards goal. Fires away. That's just wide of the far post. The goalkeeper coming way outside his net to smother the play, and Judd just got on the end of it. Just not direct enough with that ball, and it's a goal kick.
Yeah, their best chances have come in transition. Judd gets in behind, flag stays down, keeper comes out to just narrow down the angle, and credit to Parker Siegfried, who did just enough to throw off Judd here. He tried to chip him, made himself big. Just goes just wide.
And they got tangled up right at the end of the play there, and our referee, Brandon Stevis, had to step in, but everybody seems okay. Here's Siegfried.
And here's the variation. Galaxy showing a little bit of a press early. We haven't seen this.
Linehouse in towards midfield. Good job. They'll win it back. Davila. Here's Dunbar. Got three defenders in front of him. Back out for Davila. Campbell. And now you restart once again for Kranis all the way back to his keeper. Doyle. This needs to be a little faster, right? A little quicker in terms of their play.
And they're settling into that slow rhythm again, and that's when it makes it easy. Those defenders able to reset and recover.
Galaxy 2 want a handball there on that Davila touch forward. Referee says no. It'll go out the right side now. A lot of space in the middle of the park. Harris, top of the area. Gonzalez back out to Jimenez. It'll be a foul against Louisville City and a free kick.
A good-looking move from Louisville City and some real cultured play from Wilson Harris, who's added an element of class at that number 9 position. Able to reverse course, play it through. And they had a little bit overrun, but the build-up play to really be applauded.
Here's Sanchez. He'll find Campbell. Ahead it comes to Cabral. Might get a second chance at this one, and he does. And he earned the foul and a free kick. Hey, title holders take the spotlight once again when New Mexico United travels to Orange County SC. Don't miss any of the action. Saturday, June the 4th at 9 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN Deportes. Here 2-1 in favor of Louisville City over Galaxy 2 in the 58th minute. For Kranis.
They've just dropped off Going with that 4-1-4 run, out of possession for Louisville City. Daring LA to break them down.
Campbell. Mushagalusa winning that one. And he'll get the throwing out of it.
Just lost his concentration, Campbell. Canadian fullback just letting it drift out of play. They do get it back.
Another throw in here for Galaxy 2. They have to have the willingness to go forward.
There's a reticence. There's a slight bit of hesitancy right now. And it's a team that does have 4 changes in it. Some players that haven't been used too much this year. Just trying to get in sync.
Another throw in here. Barry. He's got Davila, can't find him at the moment. Back out it goes.
It's good shape from Louisville City. Forcing a negative ball from Barry. Needs to solve and break this line.
Nice job this time, and Judd is onside. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's got Dunbar. Dunbar for his second, and he's tied the game at 2-2. Cameron Dunbar, his second goal of the game. Preston Judd, his second assist of the game. Well done.
It's a dagger straight through the heart of Louisville City. It started with Barry, the touch from Davila flicked on, and just enough of a little touch from Preston Judd, and Dunbar grabs the brace, duly rewarded. The Galaxy lethal on the counterattack once again.
And maybe award a secondary assist to Taylor Davila with that little flick on and finding Judd, springing Judd, I should say.
And there is the family of Cameron Dunbar and all the family supporters who allowed it to Dignity Health Sports Park, treated to a vintage performance from Cameron Dunbar, a scorer of both of the Galaxy goals. And for the second time tonight, they've clawed back from a goal down. And once again, it's that same duo, Judd to Dunbar. And that was sublime from Davila. Just dropped in, flicked it, but started with that move of Barry. And I said at halftime, he needs to take charge of this midfield and really get a foot on the ball. He's done that.
Good job here by Sanchez. Stepping out, he'll pick up. Able to roll ahead. And again, this ball, if it goes forward, might have Cabral quickly here. But Dunbar keeps it alive for Galaxy 2. He's surrounded by 4 defenders. Campbell able to weave us through midfield, and instead goes lateral instead of vertical. Salazar. He had Judd again. He could have sent him. But now the Galaxy will work it on the left side against Salazar.
That's what I like about Judd. Multi-dimensional striker. Now he'll drop off. We saw a lot of him dropping deeper, but he's able to play on that last shoulder of the defender, just between the 2 center backs, like right here.
Gets himself another chance on his left foot. Can he cut it back to his right? That's a handball in the area. Penalty kick for Galaxy 2, and a chance to take the lead.
A direct approach, wreaking havoc. No doubt about it. Soler is booked. The handball against the Spanish defender. It's that ball straight in. He found his way on that shoulder. Just brushes aside the challenge. And no doubt about it, just touches it while he's on the ground. Intentionally plays it. Referee had a great look at it. Easy penalty kick coming up.
Yellow
perhaps.
card issued on the play. Ian Soler will pick up the yellow.
So this will be interesting here. It'll be Davila, the Galaxy facing, I believe, just their second penalty. Preston Judd had one saved back in March against Rio Grande Valley. So it'll be Davila up here.
Siegfried on the goal line, waiting for the referee's go-ahead. Davila on his left foot. Taylor Davila fires away, scores! 3-2 in favor of Los Angeles Galaxy 2.
That is how you take a penalty. Ruthless and ferocious from Taylor Davila, who is involved in the equalizer and puts it home. No chance for Siegfried. He slams it into that side netting. That's what you want. You step up with conviction. He put it right where he wanted to. Well taken, well done. And the Galaxy, for the first time tonight, in the driver's seat.
Looks like Danny Cruz wants to bring on 2 more here very quickly for Lou City. Brian Ownby would be 1. And waiting on the second one. Taylor Davila picking up the goal. Wes Sharpie is the other player that'll be coming on.
So Ownby, creative presence, playmaking presence, had a dozen assists in the 2021 USL campaign. He'll slot in into that front trio of attackers. Musha Galusa.
Sharpie not going to come on for now. So Serrano is done.
Interesting.
And we're going to do this again on the kickoff.
Well, they were set to make a double change, and at the last second they withdraw.
Here's Winder. 3-2 in favor of the home side. Galaxy 2. Linehouse all the way back to his goalkeeper. Siegfried has to settle that one with his chest.
It's a like-for-like sub here, Joe. Ownby just slots in on that right-hand side for Serrano. A fresh pair of legs.
Doyle with the clearance, throwing. So Sharpie will be coming on in a moment. I think he needed some direction as to what they were asking him to do when he comes on. So they said, well, wait a minute. Let's talk to him first and let him know what's going down. Musha Galusa now.
And perhaps a change in approach here for Lou City.
Linehouse. This will be picked off by Davila. Cabral was making the run. Galaxy 2 decided to build out of the back instead. Doyle will send it long, intended for Salazar. If Davila just lifted his head just enough, he would have saw Cabral making that run. Instead of going back to Doyle, sending the space. I don't think any of those center backs would be able to catch Cabral down the middle.
I think the Galaxy have spotted the weakness.
This is onside on the right side for Ownby. He'll get this cross away. Musha Galusa with a chance at goal. Great job by Campbell getting in front of it. Bone keeps it alive. Foul on Davila. And a great free kick opportunity again for Lou City.
And it's those fresh legs of Ownby able to get in behind. Well played out of the back as he gets behind the line. Flag stays down, squares it across. Time for Musha Galusa to take a touch. And how about this block from Campbell? Makes himself big, flings himself at the challenge. It saves the Galaxy.
Here comes that substitution now for Lou City. Soler is out. Sharpie replaces him. Soler leaves with a yellow card after that handball in the area. And Doyle was arguing with the referee, and I think he was arguing last man back. He wanted an immediate red, but I think the referee got it right that time around.
There was another defender there.
Yeah.
Would he have gotten to it is a question, but yeah, I have to agree.
See if the Galaxy set up a tighter wall this time. Here's the shot on goal, saved by Sanchez. Kept alive as it comes back on out. McCabe again wheels this through. Musha Galusa again, side of the 6. Watch there by Campbell. Plays it out to Ownby and out of play off of Dunbar, corner kick. Cameron Dunbar having a good game. 2 goals, defensively done well there. Corner kick sent into the area. Nice job by Campbell one more time. Salazar tries to send this forward. Linehouse dumps it right back into the Galaxy penalty area, and this should relieve the pressure for now.
Just a step back from Campbell as he realizes the pace of Musha Galusa. Lying a little bit too much room to operate, but he's really recovered in fine fashion.
Winder does well here as he plays it back to his goalkeeper, Siegfried. Judd was ready to pounce on that. Now a mistake defensively on the part of the visitors. And a throw-in.
And a few times we've seen the Galaxy show some high pressure, show some of that press. And Louisville City's looked uncomfortable at times.
Adrian Gonzalez readying himself to come in, and so is Jalen Neal. Neal got some work in the U.S. Open Cup match on Wednesday.
Came on for the last 45 minutes. Adrian Gonzalez getting set to enter as well.
Siegfried. Now, you mentioned earlier in the broadcast that they have given up only 4 goals coming in. They got 3 tonight against them.
It has to be taken with a grain of salt considering the difficult fixtures and the run-up in the U.S. Open Cup. But, you know, credit to the Galaxy. Tip of the hat to them. Judd's been dangerous. They've been the most dangerous, Joe, when they've gone direct, gotten in behind, and kind of pick apart that back three.
Doyle, good job. Able to clear that one out. Go beyond.
Yeah, Ombi's going to be a handful on that right-hand side for Kobion.
Substitution here for the Galaxy.
So it looks as though we're going to see Neal come on for, I believe, Dante Campbell.
Campbell had a very nice 10 minutes here down the stretch for him. Now, I believe Neal came on as a right back in the final moments there in the U.S. Open Cup match for Julian Araujo.
Absolutely. He came on, held down things. It is spirited. And Cal United strikers team that gave the Galaxy everything they could handle, especially in the late going. Got that late goal. Galaxy eventually getting out of that tie with the 3-2 win.
And Remy Cabral will leave the match, and Adrian Gonzalez will replace him. Preston Judd will be by himself up top the rest of the way. This will come back defensively as we continue. Siegfried. Looking for Mushagalusa. Neal will have possession now for the Galaxy. Able to play this forward. Was it deflected and out? Throw it in favor of LA Galaxy 2.
So interesting to see Jalen Neal in that right back role. Predominantly used in the center of defense and the position that Ferkranis is playing. Those two, that duo very much deemed the future coming through this academy. See him year in, year out here for LA Galaxy 2. A little bit of a different role though.
Here's Kobayan. Turnover at midfield. Louisville City on the attack on that right side. Better defensive posture here for Galaxy 2. Plenty of numbers back. And now Louisville City has to recharge and go back midfield and start again. Switched over towards the near side. Knocked away by Neal. Hamza Berry. Judd, heavy touch. Able to keep it alive for a moment. This will be a foul as he brings down McCabe, and Judd's going to get that yellow card. And he'll miss the next match.
Yeah, it's been coming.
That was silly. There's no reason for that one.
It's the one side of Preston Judd's game that's going to need some honing, need a little bit more discipline and composure. It's a little bit of a fire. It gets the better of him. No need to make this challenge. Just pulls it down. It's just needless, foolish, and it means he'll miss out on the trip to Memphis.
Winder now. He'll be playing out the right side. Off the foot of Sharpie. Again, plenty of blue shirts back this time. A better posture now for Galaxy 2 and puts them in a better situation to absorb pressure. And it forces Louisville City to go back and go touchline to touchline.
And Joe, I think that's a great point. It's one of the things they've done really well tonight. And despite seeing you know, Lou City have their chances. I think the shape overall has been good for the Galaxy. They've been let down by some individual mistakes within that system, but the overall structure has been difficult for Lou City to overcome.
For Kranis with a good clearance there. Sharpie. Now, having to do this for another 20 minutes might be a bit much, so Galaxy 2 is going to have to find some possession. They'll get the goal kick out of this.
They had 8 shots on target so far. Lou City, a lot of those coming, as I mentioned, in that first 10 minutes, quarter of an hour.
Yeah.
Had a good start to the second half, couldn't get that goal.
Kobayan. Little mental error there. Throw in here for Lou City now in the turnover.
Should say they did get that goal, rather, from Al McCabe.
Good job by Kranis defensively. Back out it goes. Onside. Ownby. Again on that right wing. Wide open at the top of the area. Galaxy 2 playing with a little fire right now, at least in that particular sequence.
And those little clever balls have gotten through. Ownby's been a menace. His timing, his runs, flicking him through, dropping off. Preferred side, that preferred weapon of choice down the left-hand side of that Galaxy's defense, but this is where they've been dangerous.
Here's Salazar. I think, again, Christian, not to harp too much on it, I hope I'm not. On that particular play, comes out to Davila. He's got a chance to play it into space. Dunbar's a bit ready to make his run, and the Galaxy go backwards. And there's no real reason to go backwards there. Stretch the field out.
Well, especially when you've had so much joy on those direct forward balls through, and that's where Judd has excelled on the receiving end of those. Davila himself playing a big role in that direct approach, especially on that Dunbar goal.
Good job by Judd here, and this is better. On the right side, Gonzalez is onside. He'll take it in towards goal. He's got Salazar at the far side, plays it into him. Score! 4-2 in favor of Galaxy 2 on the counter. And Salazar gets his 3rd goal on the season.
Under 8. The Galaxy transition game at your peril. This is as slick and as dangerous as it comes. Beautifully played through Gonzalez, the simple ball across. The 3rd time tonight that Lou City has been beaten on that same exact play. Dunbar tapping in twice. This time it's Salazar's turn, and credit to Gonzalez, who timed his run to perfection. Michael Salazar capitalizes with the Galaxy's 4th and his 3rd of the season.
What a second half Galaxy 2 have had. Remember, they conceded the first goal of the second half, and they've scored 3 unanswered.
Twice coming back from a goal down.
Yep.
And to put yourselves up 2 goals against, many could argue, the best team in this league. Now look, it's not the first team we're used to seeing from Lou City due to the rotation. As I mentioned, 8 new players introduced from the team that progressed past Detroit City on Wednesday night, but this is going to be a huge feather in their cap.
Ownby is offside this time. The flag goes up, and possession back to Galaxy 2. Hey, don't miss a minute of the action in 2022. Whether your club is on the road or at home, catch nearly every second of USL Championship action on ESPN Plus, the home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. 4-2.
This is a team that is unbeaten in 2022.
Right.
And
unbeaten in 13 matches.
And only the 9th team in this league's history at the top level to start on a 10-game unbeaten run in league play. So gives you an idea of the caliber of opponent. This is a class organization in Lou City, very well structured, play some attractive football. Might have been a bridge too far considering the really difficult circumstances for the logistics and the schedule that they found themselves in. But anytime you can put 4 past the top team in the Eastern Conference, you deserve a pat on the back.
The amount of goals that they've given up all year. That says a lot. Good ball here on the right side. The one-time cross coming in, and they get one back. It is now 4-3 in the 78th minute.
Now hold the phone here. Wilson Harris with a good take. We talked about the culture he gives to this attack, just finds the gap, and the defense falling asleep. Sanchez can't come out and react in time. Good ball across, beautifully played in, and nice take, Braves. Sanchez felt the brunt of that collision, and Wilson Harris, their top goal scorer, has a half dozen in league play, is 8th in all competition. It's when you're most vulnerable, right? The Galaxy buoyant, euphoric after that goal. And Louisville City don't count them out.
Long way to go here. Sanchez took a pretty good knock. You may call on Eric Lopez, who's readying himself behind the south goal now.
Well, when I talked to you on Deme, I was expecting to see Eric Lopez in between the pipes. 24-hour change and bringing in the likes of Sanchez, who started the first 4 games for the Galaxy this season. Had some tough outings, but recovered well enough, and he had that shaky moment on that first goal. Made some big saves in the first half.
Still going through the protocol, as you can see here. Better safe than sorry, making sure he's okay. And if not, they'll make that switch. In the meantime, both clubs look at it again on that one-time cross there from Oscar Jimenez. And really made that play.
Brilliant touch from Jimenez. Just sublime. Weights it perfectly, just floats it in, puts it right into that gap between the 2 central defenders. And Harris, like any good striker does, continues his run right down the throat of that defense. Has a little bit of a good bounce and bundles it in. But that's what a striker does, puts themselves into good positions to take advantage of those situations. He got the service and he capitalized.
4-3 now.
What a game.
Plenty of time left in this match. Still throwing. Another sub being readied on the Galaxy bench at the moment. Looks like Carlos Harvey might be getting the call. Siegfried. Yon DeMay wanting to shore up the middle of the park there. Linehouse. Able to play this one forward. Jorge Gonzalez. Musha Galusa and the foul here on Hamza Berry. And another set play opportunity quickly taken. Bone, Onby, back out McCabe. Jimenez.
Look what the goal has done to their confidence. They're pinging it around quicker, playing at that rapid tempo.
Another ball into the area right on the goalkeeper Sanchez, and he'll collect.
They do run the risk of becoming a little too predictable down that right-hand side here, Joe. They've had a lot of joy, and you can't blame them for going back to it. That's where the goal came from.
Dunbar runs out of real estate. This will be possession for Louisville City. Substitution for Galaxy 2. Preston Judd is done. Carlos Harvey replaces him. Salazar will go up high, I imagine now.
Third sub of the night, Harvey, big Panamanian who came on.
Apparently not. Apparently that's not the sub the Galaxy wanted to make. Davila is done.
That makes more sense,
there
right?
There you go. I was trying to...
We thought he was going to shut up shop, bring out the striker, add a little more muscle to midfield, but Harvey will come on for Davila in the center of midfield.
So yeah, you wanted fresh legs. I was like, okay, well, Harvey's going in the middle one way or another.
Good shift for Davila tonight. Had a role to play.
Yes,
2 goals, struck from the spot, helped out with another.
Here's Onby. Knocked away by Neal. Musha Galusa will get onto it, though, on the near side. Neal defending. Nice job by Jalen there, able to clear it forward. Dunbar should get the foul here, and he does. Free kick.
Big German left elbow catching Cameron Dunbar. Nicely played initially from Jalen Neal. Looking comfortable with that right back roll.
He's got that smooth play about him, Neal.
He does. Unflappable is a good way to describe it. One of those players also making their senior team debut on Wednesday. And down goes Harvey under this challenge, and Judd and it coming together. And now this is where the referee's got to get a hold of it.
Well, cards are going to come out here as Harvey was brought down. When Harvey went down, the ball was played right into his face. We'll see it again here. And that prompted the response from Judd.
Another look. So Salazar drops off. Harvey comes in. He's chopped down. There's a foul right there. That ball just kicked by Winder while Harvey's down, and that's what Judd took exception to. And then the fisticuffs and pushing and shoving. Important to keep your head in this situation if you're the Galaxy. You have everything to lose. Cooler heads prevail. Want to see this one out. Don't want to throw it away on silly things such as that.
And we continue now inside the 85th minute. Here's for Kranis, knocking this one forward for Dunbar into the near corner. Dunbar able to run it down, trying to get that corner kick out of it. Good job defensively by Winder. Now it's cleared out over the near side touch. It'll be a throw-in.
I'll tell you what, that's excellent work from Josh Winder. One of the paciest players in this league, Cameron Dunbar. Knew exactly what Dunbar was going to do and try and play him, the ricochet off him and get the corner. And it, not only Winder able to read that, win it, and play it up and earn the throw-in. Well done.
Another foul here. Hamza Berry got those arms out. Again, that's easy. That's an easy call for referees.
This is uncomfortable for LA. Just when they were soaring, Joe.
Long ball on the right side. This should find its way to the touchline, and it does. It's an opportunity to catch their breath now and find a little possession if they can.
Kill off the opponent.
If they can, yeah. I think they're trying to get to that. I think the first ball we saw into the corner for Dunbar was at the beginning of what Galaxy 2 is going to try. But this is dangerous. Bone with the cross. It'll go on through the penalty area. Neal will do enough work to shield this one out of play. And the throw-in.
And Jalen Neal's got his hands full right now with Musha Galusa on that left-hand side. It was so difficult for Campbell to control.
This will be a foul and a free kick as Gonzalez is brought down. Hey, can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SXM app. 4-3 here. Kobayan, another mental mistake there from the youngster. He was under a lot of duress in the first half, and I'm sure there's some fatigue involved there at the moment.
Yeah, deputizing as Josh Track continues to work his way back from injury.
Winder, nice job by Neal. This will be a foul, though. Quickly the restart. McCabe. He'll get it on back. Galaxy trying to close down that middle of the park. Jimenez will go out to the right side. Ownby is there. Linehouse. And the Galaxy right now are forcing Louisville City to flatten out and create passes like that. Tight against the touchline, turnovers, and possession back to them.
And they've dropped in with really 4 at the back, 5 at the midfield, sitting a little bit deeper and making it really difficult to find their way through for Louisville City. Judd will come off, and Dwayne Williams will come on, former LMU player. Played his college ball just down the road, and Judd was in some difficulty in that last sequence of play. So he'll get some treatment from the medical staff here. Good night for Preston Judd, reintroduced to the first 11. You know, they want a little bit more from Preston, Joe. They feel like that he is capable of giving more than he has. I'll tell you what, I think he's done brilliantly tonight. Gave everything.
He was unselfish tonight. Great assists on the goal, especially the one to Dunbar where he could have taken it himself, right?
Yeah, and just the understanding, just take what's available. He can drop off, he can play, but he knew that that direct ball was on for him when it was available in transition. Stayed on that last edge of the defender and just caused all kinds of problems.
And Williams will come on in his place. He had that one other chance on a breakaway where he just got to the ball, or about 25 yards from goal. He had the goalkeeper out of his net, and the ball just sailed away from the open goal in a collision with the keeper right at the top of the 18 at the end.
And credit to Judd, though. 2 assists, a very good shift tonight.
Yes.
So Williams in at the top.
This will be a foul on Harvey. Probably looking at 3-4 minutes of stoppage time now at the minimum.
Oh, it's a shame. It's such a great game. In the last 4 or 5 minutes, it's really come down to more of ebb than flow. Galaxy have not shut the door. Just giving Lou City some life, some belief.
And McCabe is going to line this one up. This is going to be about 32, maybe 33 yards from goal where it stands at the moment. Just to the left of center. McCabe on the right foot has a go at goal over the bar and out of play. Goal kick here.
Good effort from McCabe, who really hits a good ball. Didn't have the dip on it. Well nigh the crossbar, but his delivery has been spot on tonight. Those dead balls. He's been an absolute menace.
Five minutes of stoppage time. Not surprising. Plenty of time here for the visitors. Ownby now. Watch there by Doyle. Plays it to the top of the box. The shot towards goal. His own player in the way. And Wilson Harris is also offside, and possession back to Galaxy 2.
What a break here for the Galaxy. Ownby has just been ripping it apart. The Galaxy's left-hand side as he gets in behind and past. Doyle unable to make that challenge in time. Simple square ball across. They miss it by Gonzalez. It's pegged in and just unlucky as Harris in the offside position. It hits him. Galaxy let off the hook.
And that's what Galaxy 2 at this portion of the match needs to avoid. That type of rush. There's a good opportunity back the other way, maybe to add one more. And a good slide tackle by Winder just outside the area, dispossessing Gonzalez. Nice job here. Hamza Berry, and a foul called against Berry. And Jalen Neal will pick up a yellow card, and Musha Galusa just touching Neal, and he goes down to the ground. And
all right, let's try and sort this out right here. So here's the foul from Berry, bringing down Gonzalez. Clear foul, free kick to the Galaxy. Neal walks off with it. Referee conversing with Hamza Berry, pulls out the yellow card on Jalen Neal, I believe,
yes,
for picking up the ball, which was mysterious in its own right as to why he might have done it. I could make heads or tails of that one, my friend.
Back to live action. Harvey with the slide tackle there, but not enough as it'll go up the right side. Ownby trying to catch this one and does. Gets the cross away, knocked away by Neal. Again, Harvey with the secondary clearance towards midfield. McCabe. Jimenez, go ahead.
Big lifting quality from Ownby. Just on that right-hand side, he's been magnificent.
Good job getting back into midfield. He's got to get this one away. He's running down the middle. Delay call here, I believe, as this ball will be cleared out of play. Williams was trying to make his way on through. It's going to be a throw-in and not a foul, apparently.
Referee thought he played advantage here. Clear foul. Gonzalez does really well with that thrust right between the two players. Clearly brought down by Sharpie. Still slow to get up. See if the referee has dealt any cards. Certainly a bookable offense as he takes the tactical foul.
So Gonzalez will be attended to here. As we enter the 94th minute, Salazar saying, well, how is that not a foul after the fact?
There's the explanation. I don't know if he's saying if he's played advantage or not. But interestingly enough, I mean, the running that Gonzalez has done tonight to be applauded. He sees his chance coming out as a second half sub, and boy, he's done well. Played a part in that goal for Salazar, the Galaxy's fourth.
So Gonzalez will have to go off for now. Ultimately, it'll be a throw-in for Galaxy 2 and not the foul.
So, yeah, no foul. Referee's been busy these last few minutes.
This 5 minutes is going to look like 6.5, honestly, the way it's going.
At least.
McCabe with the clearance towards midfield. Barry able to touch it and out towards the far side for a throw-in here for Louisville City. Less than a minute to go unofficially. Here's Winder. Galaxy 2 in a good defensive stance at the moment. McCabe will knock this to the right side, trying to find Ownby. Cleared away by Kobayan. Nice job by Salazar there for Galaxy 2. Able to get this to midfield. Salazar still on possession. Harvey this time around. He'll find some space. Still with it towards the near side. Neal looking for Dunbar. Plays into his feet. That should be a foul, and it is. Free kick here for Galaxy 2.
Good restraint from Carlos Harvey. Not going direct, not giving away, squaring it to Neal. Lays it down, clear foul. Galaxy just trying to kill it off. They've had their problems killing it off. Smart ball played here by Neal. Down the line, saw it. Dunbar does a smart thing, absorbs the contact, feels it, goes down. Lets those precious seconds tick off the clock.
Galaxy 2 trying to hand Louisville City their first loss of the season.
Hey, Corbin, side right, Corbin, side right. Corbin, side right, west, side right, west, side right.
Neal will take the free kick here.
You said 6.5. I'm thinking it's more like 8.
Okay, Harvey. It'll come on back to Doyle. He'll play it on forward towards the right side. Track towards the near side. Our referee looking at his watch. It'll come on back. Winder. Sharpie to push it forward. Galaxy getting everybody back behind midfield now. This could be the final opportunity for Louisville City. McCabe. Near side it comes. Lionhouse is there. Mushagalusa. Watched by Neal. Has some help from Dunbar. Along that end line, Mushagalusa trying to turn the corner. Touch last by Neal. Corner kick here at the death of this one. Everybody into the box, including the goalkeeper, Parker Siegfried, moving all the way downfield.
Still a chance, Joe. Still a chance. But this is the last chance salute for Louisville City.
Parks himself right in front of Sanchez. Here's the corner kick. Played in towards the spot, knocked away by Doyle. Our referee puts up his right hand. He points to midfield, and this one has come to an end as LA Galaxy 2 hand what was the best team in the league their first loss in a 4-3 barn burner at Dignity Health Sports Park. What a match tonight. What a second half.
Entertaining game and saw a little bit of everything. Characters, the Galaxy twice came back from a goal down. Cameron Dunbar, one of the man-of-the-match performances tonight, along with Preston Judd, who was brilliant. Salazar doing his part. I really thought this team showed a lot of character. They were challenged by Yohan Dame, and they rose to that challenge.
Taking a look at the goals on this one. Davila with that dagger right there for Galaxy 2. He had a good performance. Gonzalez with a great run here. And this turns out to be the game winner with Salazar finding the back of the net in his third goal on the season. Galaxy 2 with a bounce-back win against the top team in the league tonight. For Christian Miles, Joe Tutino saying so long from Dignity Health Sports Park. LA Galaxy 2, 3 goals in the second half. Final score, 4-3 over Louisville City. Have a great night, everybody.
What's stopping you? Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They walk just a show for you. And remember, legends never die.
Hernandez, winning goal. 19th minute. Alvarez trying it like it's a goal. Efrain Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history.
SKC, those are good games. Ball played inside, Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Landon, back to Donovan on his left foot, fires, he scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship. This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship. This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship. Transmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.